Special Agent Pat Sanford.
Please raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth?
I do.
You may take your seat.
Thank you.
Please speak loudly and clearly.
Yes, sir.
Sir, please introduce yourself and spell your name.
My name is Patrick Sanford, Sanford. I'm a special agent with the Federal Bureau of Investigation.
How long have you been employed with the FBI?
Approximately 26 years.
Sorry, one moment. Were you asked to assist in the investigation of the murder of Dan Markell?
Yes, I was.
How did you get involved in that investigation?
I was called originally to assist with outside leads on the case. There were some interviews and some other follow-up things that happened outside the state of Florida that they asked me to assist with. And as the investigation continued, I became more and more involved.
The other guy retired and kind of left you holding the bag, right?
He did.
Okay. Are you familiar with Luis Rivera and his role in this case?
I am.
Were you a part of the initial interview of Luis Rivera when he was attempting to become a witness in the case?
Yes, I was.
And do you know the date on which his proffer was given?
I could refer to some notes.
Okay, if I said the date, would you be able to tell me if it sounds
would.
right or not? September 30th of 2016?
Yes.
All right, and the investigation had been ongoing for some time at that point, right? I mean, the murder occurred in 14.
That's correct.
Okay, and in the proffer that was given by Luis Rivera, was there anything new, particularly interested in anything new that you were able to corroborate that law enforcement didn't already know before that interview?
Yes, there was.
And what was that?
One thing was he told us the day before the homicide occurred that him and Sigfredo Garcia were riding around in the green Prius in Tallahassee when Mr. Garcia accidentally shot a hole in the floorboard of the Prius, and it actually disabled the vehicle, and Mr. Garcia had to actually fix the vehicle to get it running again.
At the time that you conducted the interview of Rivera, you knew that they had rented the Prius, right?
That's correct.
Law enforcement had already traveled to the location in Miami where the Prius was rented and identified the car and the VIN number and all those things, right?
That's correct. I'd been down there and done all that.
Okay, but we didn't know to look for this hole in the floorboard.
No, there was carpet in the floorboard and you couldn't see it.
Okay. Did law enforcement, in an attempt to corroborate this new fact, go back to locate the vehicle again and see if there was in fact any evidence of what Rivera was describing?
We did.
Okay, I'm going to approach and show you what I've marked as 48 through 52. Do you recognize these exhibits?
I do.
Are these fair and accurate photos of the vehicle once you found it for this second time after Rivera's interview?
Yes, they are.
Judge, at this time I'd ask to move into evidence states 48 and 52.
Any objection?
No objection.
They are admitted.
May I publish?
You may.
Publishing states 48. Had the vehicle changed hands by this time?
Yes, it had been sold by the rental company.
And had it been repainted?
It had.
were you still able to see at some of the seams of the vehicle where that silver pine mica color, you could still kind of tell was the previous color?
That's correct. Like in the door jambs and under the hood, there was some clues of that.
All right, State's Exhibit 49, were you able to confirm this was in fact the correct vehicle by the VIN number?
That's correct.
State's Exhibit 50, what does this image show?
It shows the passenger side of the vehicle. It has a directional rod put through where the bullet hole traveled. Shows the direction of travel.
So the hole was still there under the carpeting.
The hole was still there in the carpet. Correct.
Publishing States 51. Did the hole actually puncture the gas line as Rivera described?
That's correct. That is the fuel line that you see there with a with some kind of mechanical piece attached to it to put it back together to make it run again.
States Exhibit 52.
And there it is again, just a close up.
Stinks. I don't know if I can make it any better. Old-fashioned way. So this little piece that's attached to the gas line is the repair that was done on it.
That's correct. You can see where the bullet would have severed the line, and it took that piece to connect it back together.
Anything else that Rivera told you that you didn't already know?
Yes, he told us about that the homicide had to take place on the day that it occurred because he was traveling out of, Mr. Markell was going to be traveling out of town the following day.
And were you able to confirm that Mr. Markell did in fact have plans to travel out of town the day after he was killed?
He did. He was planning to go to a conference up in, I believe it was New Jersey.
Okay. And Mr. Rivera's proffer also enlightened us to the June trip, right? That there was a second trip that preceded the July trip in which Mr. Markell was killed.
That's correct. He talked about the June trips also.
And were we able to corroborate that through the testimony of Sergeant Corbett that we just heard from?
That's correct. We had several instances that were able to corroborate that.
All right. Are you familiar?
Have the witness speak up, please. We're having trouble.
You can just speak up a little bit, our special agent.
Yes, sir.
Are you familiar with the wiretap that was conducted back in 2016 in reference to this case?
I am.
Whose phones were tapped?
It was Charlie Adelson and Catherine McVanois.
How many cell phone calls were intercepted total as a part of that wiretap?
Well over 10,000 calls and text messages.
All right. And did you review a disc of the calls that have been deemed relevant for this jury's consideration?
I did.
Okay. And are all of those calls contained on that I guess this thumb drive actually, State's Exhibit 99, are those fair and accurate recordings of the calls that we intercepted in this case?
They are.
All right, Judge, I'd ask to introduce State's 99.
Any objection?
Objection.
States 99 is admitted.
Permission to publish by way of demonstrative B, Your Honor.
You may.
B as in boy. Did you find any evidence in the calls relating to Donna Adelson meddling in her children's lives?
We did.
Okay, and I want to ask you about specifically Wendy's life and her purchase of a house. Are you familiar with the fact that Wendy Adelson had a contract to purchase a house in 2013 here in Tallahassee?
Yes, I am.
All right, and that she pulled the plug on that house on Halloween of 2013. You familiar with that?
Yes, I am.
Okay. And are you familiar with the evidence that Catherine McVanois gave regarding being approached on that same day by Charlie Adelson about what ultimately became this murder for hire?
Yes, I am.
Okay. And have you reviewed oh gosh. Let's strike that. I'll come back to it. I also wanted to ask you about meddling in reference to Wendy's dating life. Did you hear anything about that on the calls?
I did.
Okay, and specifically, I think this one's called 989. What's the gist of what is on that call?
Mrs. Adelson's talking to Charlie Adelson, and they're discussing Wendy's current boyfriend, which is his name is Dave, and talking about different ways to keep her dating Dave and keeping her from breaking up with him.
All right, and is Donna Adelson enlisting Charlie's help in dealing with Wendy?
That's correct.
All right, managing Wendy.
Correct.
All right, permission to publish at this time, call 989, Your Honor.
You may proceed.
And if we could start at 8 minutes and 56 seconds or thereabouts. We have no power, so we're requesting a recess.
Members of the jury will take a brief break. Then we'll escort you to the jury room. Everyone can be seated. So for all of our advanced equipment, we need the repairman.
is back in session.
Jurors ready? Please bring them up.
Judge,
Staying
there's
standing for the jurors.
a copy of 85 on your table there.
All right.
Jury entering courtroom.
Everyone can be seated. You may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. Sorry about that. Agent Sanford, in front of you is a copy of State's Exhibit 85, the wire call summary. Can you tell us what is contained in that exhibit?
It's a list of calls that we selected, calls in a couple of text messages in a little bit of a timeline and mostly chronological order.
The dates that the calls were made and who they're to and from, that sort of thing?
That's correct. It
And
just
does it
has,
fairly and accurately depict the identifying information for the calls contained in State's Exhibit 99?
that's correct.
All right, Judge, at this time, I would ask to move into evidence State's Exhibit 85.
Any objection? State's 85 is entered.
May I have permission to provide copies to the jurors, Your Honor?
You may.
Madam Court Reporter, would it assist you to have a copy of the summary? All right, we were about to listen to call 989. Judge, we're gonna advance the call to 8 minutes and 56 seconds, but I thought we'd start just at the beginning to give the jurors an opportunity to put on their headsets. We provided headsets for each juror with a number, and there's an accompanying volume control in the front here, so my suggestion is just let everybody tinker with it and get settled, and then we'll move the
That's
call
fine.
along.
For that, use your notepad still. I believe there'll be one copy that goes back later, but use your notepads.
All right, start publishing. Let's let
I think
them-
they're testing their audio using the headsets.
Sir? She's right?
What's? I don't know if I'll wear them for all of it, but just to make sure I can hear it properly. Probably so you can clearly hear. I think that might be your copy because that's his. Yeah. You aren't going to be left in the dark. You need your audio on.
Hey, how are you? Good, how are you? Good, just got off of work. Oh, boy. Yeah, I had some barbecue up there now in Jupiter. That's why I just wanted to avoid traffic.
Oh, okay, okay. So you're done for the week? You're not working tomorrow, are you?
I actually am looking tomorrow. Oh, I know. I know. And then I was off Monday.
Yeah, oh, that's true. I'm sorry.
That's fine, I don't
Very
care.
good.
Yeah,
Just trying to earn a living.
Tinker?
yeah, I know.
Okay, let's go to
Yeah,
8 minutes
got
and
that two
56
little guys
seconds.
that I need to-
Because I'm in that demographic of guy that wants to date.
Right.
And I don't have a problem telling her, like, you put the Victoria's Secret model in budget at 37. I'm not asking for her to be. No.
So it's how unusual a guy he is.
Of course.
And
Of course.
people and especially for,
I have done,
I know,
Well,
I
to be
know,
honest.
I know him.
and I will continue
Mm.
to talk to her.
Mm.
But there's a limit to, there's a point at which someone purposely will do what you're asking them to purposely do the opposite.
Well, she's gonna screw her life because they're infinitely another day, they're infinitely another day.
What's that?
There's not gonna be another
No.
day.
No. The reason why is I'll never tell someone you can't win the lottery twice. But I can tell you this, the probability is not in your favor. Probability is not in your favor of winning the lottery once. Winning it twice, even more. And that's how I talk to her. Because what happens is this.
If that's what she needs to do, she's to
You
do
can
that.
experience when I don't ever offend her because I don't talk about her. I just say, Wendy, listen, if you put a 37-year-old Victoria's Secret model in front of me, I wouldn't want to get serious with her. Why? When I could do it with a 25-year-old. I said a 25-year-old is going to be 18 in 15 years. I go, you want to buy a car with high mileage or low mileage? I go, listen, Wendy, you don't want to date a guy that's 50. You know why? Because he's too old for you. And he's going to be 60 in 10 years, and 10 years from now, you don't want to see yourself as a 60-year-old. I get it. So it is what it is.
But you can definitely ask her why she's not going out with David because she's there with her clean experience says.
I know.
But it opens it to you.
Of course. But just hear me out. I can talk to Wendy differently than anyone can. But even when I do, I don't reference it as saying, Wendy, in a million years I wouldn't date a girl like you with 2 kids. Because it's true, in a million years I would. What I would say is, Wendy, the Victoria's Secret model, I wouldn't have you set me up with if she was 37. And that's just, it's a double standard, but that's life. And she knows about double standards in life. It is what it is. So, all I can say is, like, when I talk to her and I put it in those terms, she gets it. She gets it. But, obviously it doesn't help that she's got these fucking friends.
I know.
Don't tell her that you deserve the Superman with some guy who's a doctor who's single, who's just dying to take over the responsibility of 2 kids who aren't his. Like, there's tons of very wealthy, successful, young, good-looking guys want to date her because nothing's more fun than having a 6-year-old fart in your face while you're trying to talk to your girlfriend when you get home from work. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's
only,
cool.
Only someone like him who's got the ability who knows what it's like, who understands it, and doesn't bother them.
Yeah, and it's not only that. Let me give you an example. Ted Berman. You were a little fucking odd, had that crazy mom lived on the other street. The lawyer.
No, of course.
Okay. Ted Berman got divorced with his wife. He's engaged now. I told you about that, right?
Yeah,
So, yeah, he took a whole bunch of people. He took, Warren Sapp, the football player. Yeah, he took Warren Sapp, Javon First, a whole bunch of his friends, like paid for everybody for like 20 people to go for the weekend to Atlantis. We'll go there and spend like $50,000. So his wife ended up sleeping with Javon First.
nice.
So anyway, so he's engaged now to a girl that he's known forever. Okay. He has 3. I'm in that age group. I don't know.
I had explain that beeping noise that we just heard? What is that noise?
That's the sound that it makes when the officer who's monitoring the call, he minimizes it. So
Okay,
he'll
so
hit a
we're gonna-
button, it stops it, it makes that noise, and then when he presses it again to monitor again, it picks right back up on that same spot, basically.
All right, but we're gonna sort
But
of
it
pop
jump-
in and out of the conversation when we hear that noise.
Exactly. There's not a big pause in between. You'll hear the noise, and then the conversation will pick back up.
All right, and am I correct that the people that are being intercepted do not hear the noise, the
That's-
beeping?
That's correct. They
The
do
idea,
not.
okay. All right, let's play a little more.
One. And I'm wondering if two, that one. It's honestly, yes, your kids are a blessing to you, they're real important to somebody else.
Yeah, that's right.
But, I mean, listen, do I look like the kind of guy that wants to go home from work and talk to my 37-year-old girlfriend while her kid parks in my face? No, they're my nephews, I love them. But as far as dating someone, hell no. I want to go ahead and tell my girlfriend, listen, let's go away for the weekend. What time can you get off next Friday? Okay, I don't want to go like, oh, we got to deal with, can we get the in-laws to watch them, what their schedule will look like? It's not just Wendy, it's Wendy and the three boys. It's three people you're dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't, and you can, trust me, I know what to say.
I know you do. I know you do.
I mean, and I listen, and a part of me is because, you know what, someone gets handed a golden opportunity.
But that, you know what? That's what she has to hear. Sometimes you get the gold ring, and I don't know what she's got her hints to something else.
Because she has everyone telling her that she's such a great catch, and she is. But they're not, but guess what?
They're not living her life.
They're not living her life, and they're not breaking it down and saying who's, and listen, the guy who may treat her really well just may never really bother the kid. Like, there's so many aspects to it. So, you can be a great guy, he doesn't really want to do anything with your kids. What are you going to do? Kick him out too?
This guy not only was crazy about her, but
Yeah.
crazy about his boys. And he
I know.
definitely treats her, and that's what.
That's why, not because the truth is, she can meet a great guy, those aren't his boys, and she just doesn't like him. What does she do? Get rid of him? He may treat her well, but he's like okay with the
We'll
kids.
tolerate the kids, we'll put up with them.
I put up with them, whatever. And then what if they're real nice to the boys on day one, but, 3 years down the road, he's pretty much had enough of them. But right now, they're going through a tough time. I mean, I'm just saying,
I think you need to know that she's been given an opportunity that she most likely will never happen again.
No,
And she
listen,
throws it away. She's not only throwing it away for herself, she's throwing it away for the kids that deserve it, Dad.
but you don't understand, you could never say that to her. Well, you can, it was the same.
Cool. Yeah, I know.
You can say anything you want, it's America. I can just tell you the end of the company. You can tell me the beginning,
If I what I could say is, if you weren't here, that's what I would do. I would try.
You
I would
fucked it up
try.
good. Yeah, you fuck it up good. No, I tried. You would get 30 seconds into your planned speech before she told you to butt out of her life. And rightfully so, it's her life. She can tell you whatever she wants. But the difference is that I can talk to her differently than you
I
can.
know, Charlie,
So-
believe me, and I'm grateful that you do. I really, you know that. You know that.
Trust me, I know. I mean, listen, she's doing great with that, considering everything she's been through. I would just like
You know what?
her.
She's your sister. She loves you. She's a good sister, and you're an amazing brother. And I'm just grateful that two of you have each other. I really am.
Well, I am too, but I can
I
tell you
really am. And I
No.
appreciate what you do, because
this. I go.
who else is going to do it? Who else is going to say, hey, wake up? This is not as a perfect guy for you, it's a God to be good. Thank God.
Well, listen, most people don't ever get an opportunity like this to begin with.
know.
Like,
I
I'm
know.
saying, like, to begin with,
I'm shocked that you don't.
because the truth, and that's what I can, listen, when,
Good. And after another minute, the unit is going like, wake up, wake up.
trust me, Mom, it's, Well, let me say this much to you. As much as you feel like knocking her over the head, I feel like punching her and then knocking her over the head.
Sure.
So trust me on this. So what I'm telling you is that I'll talk to her and I will do my best, my best is very good.
I know.
And you gotta understand, what the way I'll tell her too is like, Wendy, she loves Jess. I think Jess is awesome. Jess will be a great friend to me. And I talk to Jess all the time. Wendy, I wouldn't leave Jess in a million years because she's 37 and she has no kids.
She's not kidding, and Jess only wants children.
Absolutely. I said, but she has to, I go, what? So it's like you winning the lotto and saying, I'll never win the lotto again. That's not true. You still have a 1 in 14 million chance. That's like, I'm not going to take that from you. You can get out there and buy another ticket and win the lotto again. It's highly unlikely. So, and it's highly.
Okay, I think we get the idea. We're 2 years out, right, from Dan Markell's murder.
That's correct.
And who is Dave? Did you identify Dave through the course of the investigation?
We did. He's Dave Attell. He owned he was a successful businessman and lived in South Florida.
And is this the only call that happened to be captured on the wire in which these two are discussing Wendy's love life?
No, it wasn't.
They talk about Dave quite a bit.
They did several times.
All right, and they talk about Wendy's career options too, don't they?
They do.
And does the defendant, Donna Adelson, enlist Charlie to convince Wendy to do her bidding in reference to Wendy's career as well?
Correct. She does.
I'm gonna publish call number 2873 at this time, Judge.
You may proceed.
Learn as much as you can from these people. Sounds like you're not learning much of anything.
No,
But-
teaching myself.
I would take the course. The course is, you could do the course 2 different ways. I think it's either 1 week and then you take the course, or you could go like every weekend for a month and then you take the test.
I'm not, yeah, but I'm not even thinking about that right now. Like, I still, my
This isn't what
counseling
it's
is being
supposed to be.
medical field, like, so I would be.
Is this 2873? No, boo. All right, we'll come back to that one. Sorry, folks, wrong call. All right, are you familiar with the bump in this case?
I am.
All right, what's the bump?
The bump is where we took an undercover agent and had him approach Mrs. Adelson with a plan. It was during the time of the investigation, we had evidence that linked Luis Rivera and Sigfredo Garcia to being the actual hitmen. So in 2016, we decided to created the bump to have an undercover approach her, pretending to be a former cellmate of Luis Rivera. Luis Rivera in 2016 was actually incarcerated in the Broward County detention facility and then went to another jail. So we wanted the undercover to pretend to be in a jail cell with Luis Rivera and pretend that Luis Rivera told him about the hit in Tallahassee with the Adelsons. Not with the Adelsons, but the hit that that was created, linking back because we had telephone calls going through, linking Luis Rivera to Sigfredo Garcia, then to Catherine McBanwa, then to Charlie Adelson, then to Mrs. Adelson here.
So it was a ruse
It was a ruse, correct.
designed to generate chatter on the wire.
It was. It was 2 years after the homicide, and we started a wire, and we knew that they were not talking about the homicide anymore. So we wanted to we call it tickling the wire.
And was the goal to identify, if the pattern that we're seeing that we think is the members of the conspiracy, is that right? Who's a member of the conspiracy and what are their roles?
Yeah, we had Luis Rivera, Sigfredo Garcia would talk, and then Sigfredo Garcia talked to Catherine McManus through the phones. Catherine McManus would talk to Charlie Adelson through the phones. Charlie Adelson would talk to Donna Adelson through the phones, and then it would go back, and it would always go back and forth in that order. It never skipped anyone. It never, no one ever jumped over to the other person. It always went back and forth. So we had that in the phone records leading up to the homicide, but what we didn't have was the conversations.
So
that were
was it of
occurring during those
interest to
times.
find out, you know, if we approach Donna Adelson in this way, what's she gonna do? Who's she gonna go to?
Exactly,
Is she
see
gonna
what
call
her
the
reaction
police?
was.
Is she gonna call Luis Rivera? What's she gonna do?
Exactly.
Right? Okay. And did you have an opportunity to review State's Exhibit 113? Is that in evidence? 113 contains the combined videos from both the body-worn camera of the officer that approached the defendant and also the angle from across the street.
That's correct.
Okay, and are these fair and accurate recordings of the bump from both those angles?
They are.
All right, moving to evidence, States 113, Judge.
Any objection?
No objection.
States 113 is admitted.
All right, and the undercover, the officer that played the gang member, I guess, said that he was instructed not to be aggressive or not to scare the defendant. Was that you that instructed him on that?
It was. We had, we didn't want to cause concerns for the agent's safety. If he approached her being too aggressive and too scary, we didn't know how she would react, if she would possibly be armed at the time. We had no idea, so didn't want to create a hostile environment to make her become overly aggressive
And is
cause
that-
him.
Is
Sorry.
that a concern in every undercover operation, that you just kind of don't know what you're gonna get? I mean, it's not specific to this defendant, right?
That's correct. That's in every case. We try to minimize the risk to the officer's safety and the people around.
Okay. Let's publish 113, please.
Black shorts. What is it? Yeah. Okay, bye. Excuse me, Mrs. Adelson? How you doing? Just want to give you this. Listen.
You're scared.
No, don't be scared. Listen, I just want to let you know that we know that your family has been taking care of Katie and her friend Luto for quite some time after your problem up north has been resolved. And I want to let you know that my brother, he's incarcerated. He helped your family with this problem you guys had up north. And we want to make sure that he's going through some rough times. We want to make sure that you take care of what he's going through, the way you're taking care of Katie and Tuzo. Well, this will explain it. Thank you.
Pause it, please. Does the defendant remain under surveillance for some time after this?
She does.
Okay, we see her take the paper from the undercover and fold it and put it into her purse. Does she ever take it out and look at it before she gets back into her building?
Not that we ever saw, no.
And does she make any phone calls once she goes back into her building?
When she goes back into her building, she does.
And who is the first person that the defendant calls after the bump?
Charlie Adelson.
All right, is that call A?
It is.
Okay, publish call A, please.
Hey, Hans. Tonight after work or some other time in the very near future, I'm going to need to speak with you.
Okay.
Okay?
Did someone write a letter to you or something?
I've got some paperwork hand delivered to me.
You're being sued?
No, that's what I thought it was, but I'm going to need to talk to you.
Okay.
Okay? So, I mean, I can even, I don't know how to figure out something. Depends how late you'll be, wherever you are.
Well, I'm in Mitch Klein's office on
Yeah.
Oakland Park Boulevard.
Okay.
So I'm right now in Thailand, Chile, and I'll be at his office in the afternoon.
Okay. So the boys who finished their piano lesson around 4-ish, and I've got the traffic over there, and they take a ride with them up there.
Does Dad know about this?
The dad's at work today, fortunately.
What's,
Okay.
is it IRS or?
You know, the IRS people, they kind of bother you sometimes, but, you know, fortunately not now.
Okay.
So I will talk to you. I'll give you a heads up if I'm going to drive up that way. Okay? And,
Is Wendy know that? Is it involved Wendy?
No. So let me just talk to you later, and, if
You
I'm...
got what is it? Is that his health okay?
Yeah.
Does it involve me or other people?
Well, probably both of us.
What's that?
Probably the two of us. So you probably have a general idea what I'm talking about. So let's just find some time to talk to each other and take the boys for a ride, okay?
You're gonna take the boys up there?
Well, maybe he doesn't come home. Maybe he can get here till about 7 when Dad gets here.
So it's harder to talk to me today.
Or tomorrow, and it's important.
All right.
What's it
Well, I'll be up at Mitch Klein's office. You want to come up? Oh yeah, so really late.
I'm just concerned that I just have to get up there and get back in time for Wendy to get them. Sometimes she gets out a little earlier, but not because it's coming out here.
Can I ask you a question? Whose paperwork sent from?
I see that, that's great. It was something that came hand to hand to me. I exited the building today.
Was it anonymous or?
No, oh no, it's not anonymous. It's not anonymous. I just don't want to discuss it. Oh, it's fine.
Right, whatever it is. It's silly, but if you want,
I wouldn't bother you, trust me.
yeah. Do you want me to come down to see you tomorrow after the day off?
Yes, that would be wonderful. Dad actually works later tomorrow. You know, he goes in at 1 o'clock. We both work out at the gym from 9:30 to 10:30. So
No, whatever it is, I'll take a look at the paperwork.
Yeah.
I hope it's not the IRS, but
I just would like you to review it and give me some input into what your thoughts are.
all right.
Okay? So come down tomorrow. Dad leaves at 12, so anytime after 12 would be good.
12 tomorrow.
Yeah, he leaves at 12. He starts at 1 there, so 12, 12:15.
I'll come down after that. Everything I'll do and see if it's good.
That would be great.
Perfect. All right. I'll talk to you later.
Love you coming by.
Would you describe the defendant's demeanor on this call as really calm?
Yes,
She says, Dad's at work, fortunately.
she does.
Does she indicate that she's in fear on the call?
No, she does not.
She was handed a piece of paper that had an article about the murder of Dan Markel, right?
Correct.
That's what the interaction was about.
That's correct. That's what he handed her and made reference to it.
And when Charlie asked the defendant what it's about, what does she say?
She says the both of us,
Probably both of us, probably the two of us.
and then the two of us. Said it twice.
Does she say the name Dan Markel on this call?
No, she does not.
Does she say the name Dan Markel anywhere on this wire?
No, not that I recall.
Did she report this incident to the police?
No, she did not.
Is there another call shortly after this one?
There is.
Tell us about the next call, call B.
Call B is on the same day. It's from Mr. Charlie Adelson to Mrs. Donna Adelson, and it occurred about, I want to say about 20 minutes after the call we just listened to, at 2:35 p.m.
Let's publish call B, please.
Hey, how are you?
Okay.
Good. Is it me not paying the sun tax?
Um,
No kidding. No, listen, what was I gonna say? Do you mind paying my brown insurance?
no, it's fine.
Okay. Because I'm gonna just stick with
But
the
the
same
topic
company.
was,
Yeah, but the thing is this, if you stay with the same company for 3 years, they then try to bump you down to lower bracket.
oh, okay, so it's a good idea that you went.
So I might as well stay with them and then hope that that's actually true, that they can do what they said about putting you in the lower bracket.
Okay, so you want me to call Pam Hall?
Yeah, because I told her that my mom would call her because she handles like that stuff at the office.
Okay,
And then just send them a check. Because they have to have it for, I want to say the 29th or something.
okay.
You know,
I'll do that now.
And do that. And listen, whatever it is, whatever someone sent you, I wouldn't worry too much about anything.
Okay,
I mean, so if someone can write whatever they want to write, someone can say whatever they want to say, and I'm not worried.
okay.
So, was it another bad review on Yelp?
You know, there's reviews come in, and sometimes they are bad reviews. This is a particularly bad one. So, yeah.
So I'm not being sued.
No.
Okay. All right. Honestly, it's whatever it is, and I wouldn't just judging from what you're making it sound like. I wouldn't stress it out too much.
Okay, it's probably not. Oh,
Yeah. Listen, people can always write. People can always say anything they want. It doesn't. Someone says you're a bad dentist doesn't mean you're a bad dentist. So.
no, good.
But anyway, I will. I'll definitely come down. It actually worked out perfect because I had the day off.
Okay. So I'll make you take me out to dinner, so make sure you bring cash with you.
All right.
Okay?
So I need to bring cash.
Yeah, if you take me out to dinner, I have to look. That's probably a good idea, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was this? Look, I should bring cash. I don't have much cash to bring.
Yeah. I'll see if I have money for it. Let's see what I have here. Okay.
Was it? Can I ask you? Is someone blackmailing you?
Well, it's always a good possibility.
Do you think someone's trying to blackmail you?
Maybe. Could be.
No. That's That's crazy. Is there, I don't know what black and white is, but is there any way I can see you? You can't come up here at all?
It's going to be difficult because they don't finish the piano teacher didn't leave till about 4:15. And even if I came up there and got there a little after 5:15, it would still be tough to, necessarily get back here in time for you to pick them up.
Was this, can I just ask you this? Is this anything government related, or is this like whack job writing a letter to you?
Like who?
Is it like a whack job writing a letter to you, or is this government related?
No, I don't know if it's government related.
So it's not government or military or anything like that?
No.
Who was the letter addressed to?
Me.
To you? That's crazy. Did it have do you know who sent it to you?
I have a pretty good idea. But, let's walk over either, and I would like to, I have to try to get to you today. I will definitely, I just don't know if I'm going to get back here in time for them to not know who the Wendy was.
Is it, so whoever sent you a letter, sent you an anonymous letter?
Not really anonymous.
Did they sign it?
It's hand-delivered.
So someone showed up, was it like by a process server?
That's what I said it was.
It wasn't.
No.
Where did they come to you at?
When I walked out of the building, and I make a right, and I go past both driveways with the icon.
Right.
And I walk and about 5 feet from pressing the button so that I can cross the street to pick up the guy this afternoon.
Right.
And just as I got on the sidewalk. Yeah. Okay, sweetie, so you stay right here then, okay? You stay right here. I'll work on the computer when Ben finishes, okay? Yeah, amazing. Somebody knew exactly who I was. Called me by name.
And he came over and was it a young guy, an old guy?
So probably mid-30s. I wouldn't forget that face.
Really?
Johnny, I can make you a chance to go up there. I'm just concerned about getting back here in time and when you say you're worried. I don't think it's a good idea for the girls to say you want to go. You know?
All right.
And there's one that you do every day. And there's going to be a check for something that's happening.
Well, I mean, you have to get into stuff with insurance. I mean, it's crazy that someone handed you a letter like that. That I don't know.
Maybe we better just keep it tomorrow, about 12:15, 12:21.
Is the person like threatening you or anything?
You're never going to have it interpreted. So let's not worry, and let's meet tomorrow. I think that's better. But let's meet tomorrow this afternoon.
All right. Let me ask you this: do you want to take a picture of the letter and send me what someone sent you?
No, not really. I'm going to do that.
So it wasn't the government or the military or somebody, just some random person.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy. How long was the letter?
No, it was just a copy of all of what was written in the letter. That was written in a copy of that letter.
Is the person threatening you?
No, I don't think we should.
I mean, it's kind of sensitive. I'm kind of thinking if there's a threat, you go to the police.
Yeah.
But anyway, let me.
I think that's a good idea.
Well, I don't mean it's people threaten you, gotta go to the police. But let me talk. Let me see what it is. Let me see what nonsense it is first.
Okay.
It won't be the first time I've been threatened.
Yeah.
but,
Yeah, I'd like you to just see it, see what you think.
yeah,
I mean,
no,
Fisher, go get a Fisher, honey. Right here, right up here. So let's do that, let's make it, 12:20, 12:30, tomorrow, that would be ideal, okay?
okay. You got it.
I'm going to play with the boys a little bit, okay?
Alright, yeah, no, I'll come down, I'll see you.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
alright, if it's something serious, I'm gonna recommend going to the police, so,
Oh, no, I know, that's what I'm thinking to do.
so, alright, sounds
We'll
good.
talk tomorrow, okay?
Alright, you
On this call, we hear the defendant say that this is a particularly bad Yelp review. Is this an example of code talk?
Yes.
This doesn't have anything to do with the Yelp review, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, so already in call 2, we've got code words being used.
That's correct.
And she indicates that Charlie should bring cash, and if he doesn't have it, she'll bring it, right?
She does.
Does she indicate she knows who sent her the letter?
She does in a way. She knows who the person was by seeing them.
She says, I have a pretty good idea who sent it.
Right.
He asks if she wants to send him a picture of what she received from the person. What's her answer?
And she didn't think that was a good idea.
He asks if there's a threat, we should go to the police. What does she say about that?
She says at the end, she finally says something like, we might do that, something around there.
Okay, but initially says not a good idea.
Correct.
And did anyone go to the police?
No.
Does she reiterate in this call, no talking on the phone?
Did she indicate that? Yes.
Okay, and is there a third call in which Charlie calls back and presses for more information again?
Yes, there is.
How soon after call B do we get that next call?
The next call is at 3 o'clock, so about 15 minutes after that call ended.
All right, publish call C, please.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, sorry about that. Quick question for you. Well, one thing I was gonna tell you, obviously, don't talk about things in the apartment or any place.
Oh, obviously.
The other thing is, was the person black, white, Hispanic,
What?
and they just came up to you and they said your name and they handed you a piece of paper?
No, no, didn't hand it right away. First talked to me for a while and then handed it to me.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And they wearing hats, sunglasses, or?
No, nothing. Nothing. You could describe them to a T.
What's that?
You could describe them to a T. No, nothing.
Was the person nervous or were they angry or?
No, calm as could be. Totally calm.
That's really crazy. Are they trying to ask for money or something?
Yeah.
But if someone trying to, I mean, listen, if it's something like that, it sounds probably like you go to the police, but
I may have to, but I'd rather talk to you first and then.
yeah, I mean, I wouldn't, there's scumbags out there all the time that try to do stuff like that.
Oh, I know.
So,
That's why, I just want you to see, because I don't want, not your father upset. So,
don't say anything to dad until I take a look at it, because dad tries off it.
Absolutely.
On everything.
That's what I suggested, after he goes to work tomorrow.
Did the person give you any kind of like time frame or anything?
No.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
it's clear what's wanted.
What is it, kind of ask you, what do they ask for?
I don't know, this TV is probably about 5.
They ask you for $5,000?
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You mentioned, you know, like an ex-girlfriend.
Hi, Sandra. Good morning. Good. How are you? Good. Okay.
That's crazy. Let me take a look at it,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll go from there.
Lincoln's going first. Okay, do that one. Yeah, that would be good.
Okay. Let me take a look, and then I'll
That's why I thought, if you wanted to go to dinner, you know, we'll see where we go.
Yeah, I'll go down in the afternoon, and I'll take a look at whatever
Yeah.
whatever
We'll go,
comes today.
maybe we'll go for a walk on the beach or something. It's gonna be nice tomorrow.
All right, sounds good.
Okay?
All right, sounds good.
All right. Love you too, honey. Bye-bye. Yes.
All right, so this call, Charlie says obviously don't talk about things in the apartment or any place.
One moment. What is the objection? His approach. Objection is overruled. You may continue with your examination.
Oh gosh, where are we? Obviously, don't talk about things in the apartment or any place. And she says, obviously, right?
That's correct.
Why?
That's a good question.
Did you have the apartment bugged?
No, he did not.
Did the gang member have the apartment bugged?
No, he didn't.
And next, there's a statement, this TV's probably gonna be about 5. Was there anything to do with the TV in this bump operation?
Yes.
Well, was the word TV mentioned to Donna Adelson when the undercover approached her?
No, not at all.
Did he say she was buying a TV for $5,000?
No.
Okay. So the TV, though, has significance in the greater context of your investigation?
That's correct.
How so?
Charlie Adelson had supposedly joked to several people about buying his sister a TV as a divorce present instead of hiring a hitman.
Right, and was that the same TV that also served as Wendy Adelson's alibi in the morning of the murder?
That's correct.
In this call that we just heard, Donna Adelson says that the person that approached her, quote, mentioned an ex-girlfriend.
I'll object again based on the same thing we discussed at sidebar.
Overruled. Please clarify your question, Ms. Kettenman, so it's clear as the context.
When Ms. Adelson is talking on this call that we just heard, she says that the undercover, quote, mentioned an ex-girlfriend. Does she say the name of the ex-girlfriend
No.
to Charlie Adelson?
No, she doesn't.
All right. Did the undercover say the name of an ex-girlfriend to Donna Adelson?
Yes, he did.
What did he say?
He said Katie and Tudo.
Okay. And does Charlie have more than one ex-girlfriend?
Yes, he does.
He has a litany of them, right?
He does.
Okay. So when Charlie hears ex-girlfriend, does he, in fact, on the next call one of his ex-girlfriends?
Yes, he does.
Okay. And he has not been told Katie yet?
That's correct.
Okay. Who does he call?
He calls Catherine McManua.
Is that our call D, the next call?
Yes, it is.
All right, publish call D, please.
Hello?
Hey, what's going on?
What's up?
No, like, are you someplace you can talk to me?
So what?
Are you any place that you can talk to me?
You can talk to me right now.
What's that?
Just talk right now, just talk.
Okay, can you go somewhere that's not loud when I'm talking to you?
I can't, it's like loud, like I can't get out.
Okay, I'm trying to walk outside and talk to her now. I can't even fucking get outside. Alright, let me run it on. Alright, somebody, hang on, okay?
Hmm?
Can you hear me okay?
I can hear.
Okay, I just want you to listen to me. I'll be able to talk to you in person when I see you tomorrow.
Okay.
Because I don't know what's going on,
Mm-hmm.
but my mom walked the kids. I only heard part of the story,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to go down there and talk to her tomorrow to find out what's going on.
Okay.
Because she didn't want to elaborate,
Uh-huh.
but she said that someone approached her on the street,
Uh-huh.
called her by name,
Mm-hmm.
handed her an envelope with something in it.
Yeah.
And somebody was, she really wouldn't go into detail. I have no idea what this is in reference to.
Uh-huh.
But something regarding her son, something regarding his ex-girlfriend, and the person asking my mom for some money.
What?
Yeah. So I said, well, I'm like, first what you're saying, I thought it was like something involving the IRS or a payment
Yeah.
or something like that. So I don't even know what the fuck it's about at all.
So somebody just like bumped into your mom like that?
Well, they came up to her on the street after she dropped the kids off at school. I guess she brought them to school, I don't even know. But they must know her routine, they must know who she is.
Yeah.
They walked up to her, they called her by name, they handed her an envelope. And she said they spoke to her for a few minutes. And then she said they were making reference to my ex-girlfriend. I have no fucking clue what that's about.
Yeah.
And then they explained that they needed to be paid the money.
For what?
I mean, that's probably didn't want to talk to me on the phone. When I go out.
But like, did she see the person? Was she like, she should have like,
Oh yeah,
asked her
I
something?
that's what I said. I said, someone's gonna try to blackmail you or something.
Exactly, we're threatening you like that.
I said, you gotta go straight to the police. Because she's like, I don't even know what this is about. I don't wanna talk about it. I go, well, take a picture and send me what it is. She's like, I just want to see it in person. So, I'm gonna go there. I can't even fucking go there today because I won't get out of work until 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
So, she's like, just.
Well, do you been stalking your mom?
I don't even fucking know. I don't know what's going on, what my mom's about. I mean, you didn't do anything with my mom. I mean, yeah.
Look what I do with my mom.
Okay. Just checking. Just checking. I don't know what.
No, but I feel
who
sorry
knows?
for your mom. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, well, I don't
Just
know.
random person, like, just going up to your mom, like, hello.
Yeah, and my mom said it involves your ex-girlfriend, so I don't even think she said who. I'm just like, you're my last girlfriend, so that's why I called me.
What they wouldn't want from her.
I have no idea. So anyway, I'm gonna find out. Well, they wanted money.
I know, exactly. Did she tell you? Like, what
No, she was just kind of like a little bit rattled and with the kids, and was like, listen, just she doesn't have the day off tomorrow, so she's like, come down and talk to me. So I'm going down tomorrow to talk to her, and then I don't remember if it had anything to do with you. If they're mentioning you or if any reference to you, I'll keep you posted.
What about me? Yeah, like
I don't know.
girlfriend.
Well, we'll talk. It could be anything, so I just assumed that.
Exactly.
But anyway, doesn't matter. So I may want to see you tomorrow if it does have anything to do with you. If it doesn't, then I feel like a fucking idiot for even bothering, wasting your time. But if it
I
does,
would feel
then
bad for your mom. Like, who the hell did she? I thought that was me with the right contact right away. Be like,
I know. I said, Mom, was the guy wearing mask glasses? Mom was like, no, I can take the person out of line in a second. They came over to me. They spoke to me very politely. There was a white male in his 30s. No hat, no glasses. Just a white male in the 30s. Came up there and who she was. Addressed her. So, but anyway, either here or there, I feel like an idiot if it was some other act. But anyway.
Yeah. Did you have any fight with anyone right over there or something?
I don't know. I mean, maybe I should just be calling everybody today.
No, yeah, you should try to find out.
I thought when I spoke to my mom, she said it involved, they mentioned your name in it. That's why I was calling you, but I'm going to feel like an idiot if they didn't. So, but anyway, are you working tomorrow? What's the story?
Yeah, but you can always talk while you're there. Doesn't matter.
Alright, what time to finish work?
Thank you. Alright, let me know.
What time to finish work tomorrow?
Oh, it doesn't matter. Well, like I told them like I'm usually between like 9:30 to. You want me to get up? Okay.
What?
Anytime between 9:30 to like 3-ish, 4-ish. It depends.
Okay.
Like today I was like super like crazy.
Okay, I gotta get back in there. I'm gonna be in Miami, and when I'm done hanging out down there, I'm gonna come to you. Okay?
Yeah, I'm like right there, so.
So figure somewhere around 4-ish, I'll see you.
Okay.
Alright, no worries, kiddo.
Alright.
Alright, have a good day. I'll talk to you later.
Business.
In this call, Charlie Adelson tells Catherine Magbanua that the man that approached his mother said, quote, something regarding her son and his ex-girlfriend. Did the undercover say anything about Charlie Adelson or Donna's son?
No.
Did the undercover reference Charlie Adelson at all?
No, he did not.
When Donna Adelson relayed to Charlie what the undercover did she say they mentioned you?
No.
But he deduces that he misremembers that it's about him.
That's what it appears, correct.
Did he proceed after this call to call any of his other ex-girlfriends?
No, he did not.
Did he speak to anyone else about this other than the family members that we're going to hear in Catherine Magbanua?
No, he didn't.
Right. There was discussion of an in-person meeting between the defendant and her son, Charlie Adelson. Did that take place?
It did.
When did that take place?
The following day at about, I think it was around 1 o'clock.
Is this April 20th, 2016?
That's correct.
Where did the meeting take place?
It took place behind Mrs. Adelson's building. They actually met in the building, we believe, and then came out in the back of it and walked down. There's a boardwalk, sidewalk along the water behind their building. And they walked along the sidewalk to a restaurant called Monty's, and there's a table out by the water, out by itself, just behind the restaurant, that they went and sat at and met there and talked.
What, if any, efforts were...
Ms. Adelson, if you need your hearing assisting device, please wear it so you do not miss any of the evidence. Please ask your question again.
What, if any, efforts were made to surveil or record the meeting between Charlie Adelson and the defendant?
Yes, I had recording equipment brought in, and we tried to get as close as we could to them. They sat out away from anyone else, across the sidewalk right by the water on one side of them and the sidewalk on the other, and we couldn't get very close to them without alerting them that we were there.
Were you able to record the contents of their conversation at that in-person meeting?
No, we tried, but it was inaudible. There was no audio.
Were you able to get any photographs of this in-person meeting?
I was.
Judge, at this time, I'd ask to introduce State 53.
Any objection?
No objection.
State 53 is admitted.
May I publish?
You may.
Can you describe for the jury their demeanor, the way in which they were speaking at this meeting?
Yes, they were talking in very low voices, and Mr. Adelson is usually very loud, but he was not talking in a loud voice in this particular meeting. Even when they walked down the sidewalk, they were talking very low, leaning into each other, almost a whisper.
How long did the meeting last?
I believe around 30 minutes at the table.
All right. Judge, I think this might be a good time to recess for the day.
Very well. Members of the jury, we are going to take our break for the evening at this point. Once again, I'm going to remind you not to discuss this case with anyone else or each other. Also, as well, do not seek out any information or news reporting concerning this matter. Just leave the items that you were handed in your chair along with your notepads. Please report tomorrow at 8:30, and we will continue with the examination of the witness. We anticipate getting started by 8:45. Have a good evening. Everyone can be seated. Ms. Kappelman, for the direct of Agent Sanford, how much longer do you believe that will take tomorrow?
It's going to take most of the day tomorrow. I do hope to get a couple more witnesses on toward the end of the day.
Very well. Does either party need to be heard before we go into recess?
Judge, I'd like to be heard. I respect your ruling, although I thought that you had indicated that you were instructing Ms. Kappelman not to provide cumulative testimony when we returned.
Well, she is not testifying at all. This is about the form of the question that you're getting to.
Well, one of my objections is that in fact she is testifying, and I failed to mention that at sidebar. So the jury is getting to hear the recorded call. There's a highlighted transcript in front of them that they're reading and reading while we're going through the call. Then Mrs. Kappelman could have asked questions like, did Charlie say this? Was somebody's name mentioned? Instead, she's repeating again what's on the call, and that's not fair to my client. That's not following the rules of evidence, and I just want to make a record. Thank you.
Concerning that matter, I've already made my ruling. She is allowed to ask questions that go to context of what has been admitted. There's nothing more I have to say on the subject concerning this. Are there any other matters?
Nothing from the state, Judge.
I'll review the recording that the state provided, and I'll have an answer to the court and the state in the morning.
Well, please report by 8:30. We will await the jurors, and then we'll continue with the examination of Agent Sanford. Have a good evening, everyone.
Thank you, Judge.